weren't y'all at one point called just Ambassadors?
We were ambassadors for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
It's the dumbest thing in the world. This is what happened. We got signed to Interscope in 2013. We're already touring like in a van and had started to kind of make a name for ourselves as ambassadors. I'm doing like all of the kind of branding and graphic design stuff for the band just because nobody else would. And that's like how it goes, right? So we signed this deal with Interscope, and we have a song that's going to be on the soundtrack to this movie called The Host, and everyone's really excited about it. And then we get this call from the head of our label, and he's like, "Hey, you got to change the name. Either you change the name or you pay $50,000 to somebody to like make it your own. But legal is coming, and so." I'm in the back of the van, like we're on our way to a show. We're in DC, and I'm just like on Photoshop, just typing in random things with the name Ambassadors in it so that we can still hang on to like
a piece of it.
Yeah. And it was like, we ambassadors, ambassadors, like ambassadors of sound, like terrible names. And one of them, I think ex-ambassadors was like a mistake. But it was one of, I swear to God, like 30 different names that I was texting with the head of my label. And with Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons too, because they kind of co-signed us early on. And Dan and Alex both were like, ex-ambassadors is cool. Yeah. We like that one. And I was like, great. Okay, cool.
Done.
Great.
And then I told the band, and they were like, great, cool. Our guitar player, he was like the one who was a little kind of pouty about it, but
sure,
he got over that.
He was like, what does that mean? Does it mean Roman numeral 10?
Well, I kind of thought it must have something to do with like a rebrand, and you guys were like, oh no, we're shedding this old label, and it's like, there's got to be like a cool history to it.
I mean, I wish. Yeah. God, I wish. Even the name itself, like Ambassadors, came about because it is so hard naming your band. It is fucking impossible. I can swear, right?
You can now?
I can now. Okay, I just did.
It is $50,000 fine.
Okay,
but
great.
We'll bill you later.
I can pay it now.
Great.
Hey!
That's exciting.
This is a very expensive morning for me. It is so insanely hard, especially when you're like a bunch of kids and your mind is changing every other second about everything. So we're in our rehearsal space, and we have a show like tomorrow, and we have no name.
Is this, by the way, in upstate New York?
No, this is in New York. This is in Brooklyn.
Oh, in Brooklyn.
This is when we had already moved to Brooklyn.
We're going to get on to the upstate thing, though, because we have that in common.
I know. I can't wait. I cannot wait to talk shit about my hometown. I love it. I love it so much.
So you're like an ex-ambassador for your hometown.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what other puns we got up our sleeves today.
And we're just getting started.
Oh, boy.
We're punny.
Okay, so there we go. I'd give that like a 6.
Oh, I didn't even mean for that to be
okay,
1.
but that was pretty good.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Thanks, King.
So we're in our rehearsal space. We have a show the next day, no name. We're just looking at shit around the room. Like I'm like tripod, paper towel, water bottle, and our drummer is sitting behind his drum kit, and he plays with these drum heads that are Remo coated Ambassador. That's like the brand of like drum skin that you hit. And he's like, "What about Ambassadors?" And we all were like, "Okay, don't hate it." And that's how the name.
That's insane.
Do you like where it's landed at this point?
Yeah. Okay. I think it's cool.
I think so too.
It's edgy. You know?
It is. I always thought it like had like I said, like a deep history, and it's
yeah. I just wish I was a better liar and could come up with like a new secret history for it every time I was asked about it.
Yeah.
But
wow.
I feel like you're creative enough to do that, though.
I know.
Okay.
You would think.
You just don't have the time.
I just don't.
You're just
Right.
really busy and really multi-platinum.
I'm just not that creative.
No, he's saving all his good brain juice for all the co-writes and collabs.
Exactly.
Thanks so much for watching this clip from our podcast, Counter-Melodies.
If you'd like to watch the full episode, be sure to click the link in the description.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Bye, guys.